Hello, I'm Russ Mitchell, and welcome to the CBS Evening News Online Edition. Just ahead, President Bush makes a surprise visit to Afghanistan and vows yet again to bring Osama bin Laden to justice. Also, a 20-year-old CEO from India who runs a multi-million-dollar company he started when he was just 14. It's all starting now on the CBS Evening News Online Edition. President Bush is in India this evening, but earlier he made an unannounced stop in Afghanistan, landing under a tight umbrella of secrecy and U.S. military protection. And that security cocoon remained in place throughout the president's brief visit with leaders of the fragile Afghan democracy and with American soldiers assembled to greet him. Chief White House correspondent Jim Axelrod is traveling with the president.
President Bush made his first ever trip to the place where his war on terror began. A surprise 4-hour stopover in Afghanistan.
Tell him the old commander-in-chief showed up for a little bit.
The president reminded U.S. soldiers that while the U.S. effort in Afghanistan is often overshadowed by the war in Iraq, and while troop levels are set to be cut from 19,000 to 16,000 this summer, the U.S. is committed to the fight for a democratic Afghanistan.
I assure you that this government of yours will not blink, we will not yield, we're on the right course, and the world is going to be a better place because of your service.
Mr. Bush met with Afghan President Hamid Karzai at a time of growing attacks from insurgents. After years of being flushed out and diminished, al-Qaeda and Taliban fighters are back, and violence is now at its highest levels since U.S. and Afghan forces toppled the Taliban in late 2001. There was a symbolic component to the detour as well. Mr. Bush choosing to travel into a country Osama bin Laden used to call home and addressing a question that's lingered since 9/11.
We got U.S. forces on the hunt for not only bin Laden, but anybody who plots and plans with bin Laden. It's not a matter of if they're captured and brought to justice, it's when they're brought to justice.
After his secret side trip, this is what awaited Mr. Bush upon his highly publicized arrival in India. Tens of thousands turned out to protest America's presence in the Islamic world, while Mr. Bush was welcomed to New Delhi. Peaceful so far. Police expect larger protests tomorrow. Today's visit to Afghanistan fits in perfectly with the president's objectives for the rest of the week here in India and then in Pakistan. This is a region where he needs allies in his war on terror. And India, with the world's second largest Muslim population and a booming economy, is a must-have for his list of strategic partners. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New Delhi.
President Bush's current visit to India underscores that country's new standing as a player on the world stage and the spectacular growth of its economy. That economy is driven by high-tech industries centered in Bangalore, where our chief foreign correspondent, Lara Logan, found one of the world's youngest and most successful entrepreneurs for her continuing series, India, Land of Contrasts.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
It's the kind of treatment usually reserved for India's Bollywood movie stars. Not a 20-year-old kid. But when Suhas Gopinath goes back to his old grade school,
In my case, we never had internet.
they let him know he's an inspiration. Because this local boy has made it big.
I want you all to think out of the box.
He's the boss of a global software company operating in 11 countries, including the United States. That's a remarkable achievement by any standard. But here in India, a developing country saddled with the largest number of the world's poor, it's nothing short of a miracle. Who was it that inspired you?
My main inspiration was by Bill Gates.
Bill Gates?
Yeah.
With little more than big ideas and a home computer, Suhas founded Globals Inc. when he was just 14 and became the world's youngest CEO. 6 years later, he's supplying software solutions to hundreds of companies and has even bigger plans. So this is your boardroom?
Yeah, this is a boardroom.
These are the new offices for his ever-expanding business at home in the south of India.
If you're from a mechanical background,
all within a block of the college where he's still studying, and the modest house where he lives to this day with his parents.
My nickname in my home is Pinky.
Pinky.
Yeah.
I bet no one calls you Pinky at work.
Oh, of course not.
You might not think that Suhas's small Indian company could be worth $100 million to an American firm. But that's exactly how much he says he was offered by a Houston venture capitalist for just 35% of his business. Suhas didn't hesitate to turn down the offer. His success is an astonishing example of what's possible in modern India's booming economy. His story is also the exception. 1,000 miles away in the slums of India's capital, Delhi, we found a young man not much older than Suhas, living a profoundly different existence.
So this is where the whole family sleeps.
Imagine waking up every morning to this. It's the only life 24-year-old Bisu Das has ever known. Each day he combs through mountains of rotting garbage, searching for anything he can sell. Then he delivers his load to this drop-off point. If he's lucky, he'll make 2,000 rupees a month. That's about $40. Incredibly, that makes him better off than 300 million other Indians, more than the population of the entire United States, who live on less than $1 a day. No matter what you've heard or read about India's poor, nothing can prepare you for this. The sight, the overwhelming stench, more flies than you've ever seen, and the sheer horror of what poverty really looks like up close. Bisu is one of thousands living in the midst of this massive garbage dump. He told us it's hard not to feel angry. He never thought this would be his life.
So you can choose which place you like.
So while India rides the economic wave Suhas is helping to create, the country's biggest challenge may be not leaving Bisu Das and hundreds of millions like him behind. Lara Logan, CBS News, New Delhi, India.
More stories are just a click away, but don't forget to join us on television for the on-air edition of the CBS Evening News. On Thursday's broadcast, we'll revisit the autistic high school boy who touched the hearts of all of us last week when he scored 6 three-point shots in a row. You will not believe how his life has changed. For CBSNews.com, I'm Russ Mitchell.